Welcome to the Dark Mantis Talk Show, hosted by Jeanette Michelle, the author of Michael, Taking Care of Henry, You Can Say Them All, Milici Keonis, and Tapestry.
Welcome to the Dark Mantis Talk Show. I am your host, Jeanette Michelle. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to view us here today at Dark Mantis Talk. Today we will have special guest Pamela Taylor of Lashville. She's a licensed barber and she also specializes in permanent tattoo makeup. We will see testimonies of her clients and also footage of the work that she has performed on her clients. But before we get to that, we're going to have a little feng shui information and tip, and also something from Jeanette Kitchen. So sit back and stay tuned for more of Dark Mantis Talk. Today I will be cooking rice pudding with a bit of a zing. And of course I'm prepared once again with my smock with the pockets. And of course I tied my hair once again because I have a pet peeve about hair flying into food. Just necessary precautions because you want your kitchen nice, neat, and in order, and I just want my food nice, neat, and ordered while I'm preparing it. Okay, what I'm using for this recipe is leftover rice and raisins and everything. So here I have in my bowl is leftover jasmine rice that we didn't use. We had made a lot of rice and then we didn't use. And of course I'm going to put like vanilla flavoring. And I have like egg beaters for the eggs, like a little cup of this for the egg beaters. Here I have my cup of flour mixed with a little teaspoon of baking powder because you're going to need that for it to rise. And here I have mixed in this container here, I have nutmeg and cinnamon because you always need that for taste. And do it to your liking. Everybody may not like cinnamon, nutmeg mixed together. Okay, I have a cup of sugar, my melted butter of course, and what I'm adding to this with the zing is this pina colada mixer's coconut mixing pina colada because of the coconut milk. And I'm also going to add some leftover cherry cranberry pecans and Blaze walnuts and of course raisins. What I'm going to do first is mix in the egg mixture and the sugar with the rice. What I've added in here already is my eggs and some of the coconut milk. I put in vanilla flavoring and the sugar. Now I'm going to put add some more vanilla flavor into this. And like I said, according to your taste of rice pudding. And I know people have heard of various recipes for rice puddings, but this is what I utilize is coconut milk, like the mixers, because it has a lot of coconut and it's kind of thick. And it gives it a nice flavor instead of using a lot of waters. Now I'm going to add in my flour. And this is to stiffen it up a little bit to give it like that kind of like cake texture. So you add that in there as well. And I don't use a blender for this either. I just mix it really, really, really well. And like I said, the egg is what holds it. The powder, the baking powder with the flour is what helps it also to keep it stiff and everything. And you have various recipes for this. And now I'm going to add in the mixture of the nutmeg and the cinnamon. Have to get all of this in here and mix it in real well, and it takes time. And this is what you can do when you have like leftover rice, and you can also do this with leftover bread, and I will do that recipe in up and coming shows. But this is how your rice look. And once again this is jasmine rice. This is jasmine rice is what I had left over. And we didn't eat all the rice for what I made for that recipe that day with our dinner. Now I have some leftover raisins. And no, I'm not particular about putting my hands on food, but they are clean. But I have some leftover raisins that I going to separate and also put inside of the mixture. And this is something that I usually fix with my family when I have like leftover rice. I do the raisins that I have left and drop them there, and other little mixtures into. And it tastes pretty good. It's a little sweet, but that gives it a little sweet. Now I also have some leftover cranberries and walnuts. Put a little of that in there, and just a little of the cherry cranberry pecan. Not a whole lot, but just a little. And I mix this all up. And this should make about a loaf or 2 loaves of rice pudding mixture. Now, it's good to heat your oven to at least 275 degrees before you put your loaf pans in. Now I'm about to distribute evenly into both loaf pans the bread pudding. See how I'm putting it in just so it's all the mixture. This is my way of measuring, I know, but just to get it in there even so it won't be unbalanced. Okay, now it is. As you can see them in the pan. Now I had already pre-greased these pans with some Pam or vegetable spray, butter vegetable spray. Now, once you put this in the oven, you leave in the oven for at least 45 minutes to an hour. "45 minutes later, you have a good look at what the rice pudding results are in a pan and on a plate. Today's health tip is about the cashew, that sweet kidney bean nut that everyone seems to love. But we first need to know, where is the origin of this awesome nut? Cashews are originally native to northeastern Brazil. It is now widely grown in tropical climates for its cashew, apples, and nuts. Here's a fun fact about cashews. Nigeria was the world's largest producer of cashew nuts with shell in 2010. The tree is large and evergreen, growing to 32 feet tall, with a short, often irregularly shaped trunk. The leaves are spirally arranged and leathery textured. The flowers are produced in a panicle up to 26 centimeters long. Each flower is small, pale green at first, then turning reddish with 5 slender acute petals, from 7 to 15 millimeters long. The largest cashew tree in the world covers an area of about 7,500 square meters, which is 81,000 square feet. It's located in Natal, Rio Grande do Norte, Brazil. The fruit of the cashew tree is an accessory fruit, sometimes called a pseudocarp or false fruit. What appears to be the fruit is an oval or pear-shaped structure, a hypocarpium, that develops from the pedicle and the receptacle of the cashew flower. For the most part, cashews taste good, but what is so healthy about cashews? Here's a nutritional information about the cashew. The fats, oils, and cashew nuts are 54% monosaturated fats, 18% polyunsaturated fat, and 16% saturated fat, and 7% stearic acid. Cashews as with other tree nuts, are a good source of antioxidants. Cashews are also rich in many essential vitamins such as vitamin B5, vitamin B6, and vitamin B1. Cashews also help with weight loss. It also improves heart health and reduces the levels of bad cholesterol. It reduces the risk of cancer. The contents of antioxidants and vitamins that are high in cashew nuts help to eliminate free radicals in the body. Cashews may also help boost the immune system and kill cancer cells that develop in the body. Cashews also improve brain function, strengthen bones, and helps with digestion. People with peanut allergies should stray away from cashews. Although this nut grows from a plant, it is still part of the nut family. So the next time you're at a grocery store, consider purchasing a bag of cashews. And that is our health tip for today's show. Feng Shui is all about harmonizing and balancing the collective chi flow throughout your environment, such as your workplace, your relationships, just your home environment. And it seems a little bit difficult to do. One main ingredient to accomplishing this is clearing the clutter. Without the clutter, you can maintain a happy home, happy workspace, and relationship. One particular reason why people say that they have a lot of clutter is because of mail. Mail coming in all the time, and you're not having a chance to sort through it and go through it, like just magazines, newspapers, booklets. We all get it. I have a tendency of getting a whole lot of mail. Not just regular snail mail, but email system. And I'm going to give you a few tips on how to organize your mail to keep your home and office from being cluttered. Now that we have reviewed our tips for sorting through regular mail, which can sometimes be a headache, now we're going to talk about emailing system. Now, you may not see it, but it's still there. It is still considered clutter. You don't realize how much email that you may get on a regular basis. I'm the type of person, I have 3 emails, so I have to go through those emailing systems. It was so bad that I had like over 22,000 emails. You need to take time to do that. And so with these smartphones, now you can connect your emails to your smartphones and view it at any time. That's something that everyone should consider doing, taking time out to review your emails. Go through them. Set up little folders for emails that you need, emails that you receive on a regular basis. I'm not talking about just work emails, I'm talking personal emails. They can be a bit of a headache as well. They can come in more so than regular mail. What I have decided to do, since everyone is going green, which to me is better, is cut back on your regular mail by having everything done through e-statements. Your banking statements, your credit card statements, your bills and regular utility bills, you can do it now online or send them through e-bills. It is so convenient and it's less paper coming in. And you can do it by the internet, which you can also do on your smartphone when you don't have the time to come in and do it on a regular desktop or laptop or now the iPads. Everything is so convenient now to keep you from having all of this clutters of emails that you do not see, and as well as incoming mail, magazines, newspapers, sales papers, correspondence. Sometimes you can get so much of that and you just toss it to the side. But when you have it sorted in a box, you can go and look at that, sort your mail. Come in on a day with your busy each day when you come in from work, relax a little bit. After you relax, sit down, get your box, get your bin of where your mail is, sort through it. You never know what you may miss. I took some time and had not looked at my emails for like a week and just tossed it, or my regular incoming mail to a week, tossed it to the side. In both situations, the email and in the regular mail, I had an important message during the email, and I also had received a check that I did not know I had. So sometimes it's good to just take time out, 20 minutes a day, or wait till the weekend and take out a good 30 minutes. Sort through your emails. Put it in the piles that you don't need, piles that you're going to keep and you're going to take care of in a timely manner. You always say, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it the next day. But what comes and never get here, it's tomorrow. Don't put off tomorrow for what you can do today. We want to go green. The best way to go green, like I said before, is through the emailing system. E-statements, e-bills. It's a good way to go. Do your shopping online. You have magazines that come in. You're tired of the magazines. Look at the magazine online. That'll cut back all the problems of the magazines coming in. This is a way you clear out your clutter. This is a part of feng shui. Because clutter-free office, clutter-free mind makes a happy mind and a happy space. And that was our feng shui tip for today.
What is the exact name of your profession?
The exact name of my profession is microdermapigmentation, permanent makeup, and cosmetic tattooing. My exact profession is called permanent makeup artist.
How long have you worked in your profession?
How long I've worked in the permanent cosmetic area, it has been approximately 1 year. But this is really a three-sided question because I've been in regular makeup since I was 12 years old, and I'm 39 years old, and I've been in not permanent makeup, but airbrush makeup for the last 4 years. So it's a combination of them all, regular makeup, permanent makeup, as well as airbrush makeup.
Do you consider yourself a professional at this present time?
At this point, I would consider myself a professional because I became a licensed tattoo artist about 3 weeks ago. And I have a master barber license. I've been licensed since 2004. So I would consider myself a professional in this area.
Why did you decide to become a licensed tattoo makeup artist?
Me to expand my capacity in the master barbering area was my father was diagnosed with lung cancer in 2007, and when he went through radiation, he lost all of his hair. And due to post-chemotherapy, hair loss, alopecia, Parkinson's disease where you shake, some women can't put on their eyeliner, they lose hair from medication. That inspired me and motivated me to go into tattooing. I don't do the body art work as far as tattooing, but I do the cosmetic tattooing, eyeliner, eyebrow hair stimulation. It's the hair stroke technique. It's not the powdery, thick, heavy brow tattoo. It's the hair strokes. It looks like actual hairs. I also do lip liner tattooing as well as the full lip, and I also do the areola tattooing for breast cancer survivors. So that pretty much motivated me as far as being a vanity thing. You know, if you wake up in the morning, you're used to having hair, then you lose your hair. Nobody knows what it's like because you take life for granted. But, you know, if I can restore the beauty, it just motivates me. It makes me feel good to know that I helped someone.
How do you prepare a client for this type of services? And I'm speaking in reference to permanent tattoo makeup.
What I would tell the client is, I would ask the question, is this service a want or is it a need? And if a client tell me that it's a need, it's a necessity for them, they've lost hair, or if it's a client who work out, who exercise a lot, they're not really good at applying eyeliner with a steady hand, or the eyebrows, they don't really know how to draw the brows on to give it a natural look, then I would recommend them having the service done, the permanent tattoo application done. And I would have questions for them as far as what is your medical background, because everyone can't receive permanent cosmetic services. If you're diabetic or if you take blood thinners, I don't recommend the service at all. But if you take any other type of medication, you have to get a release from your doctor, and it has to be approved. That would be like one of my recommendations. And as far as like other questions would be, do you apply your eyeliner every day? Do you apply your eyebrows every day? Are you sure if this is a look that you want? I always recommend, if they're getting the eyeliner application, to get like the thin eyeliner application. I wouldn't get the more of a Cleopatra, a thick line, because 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you may want to look different, and you don't want to wake up every morning with the same look. So I always recommend the thin approach versus the thick approach.
Is there a difference between permanent makeup tattoos and regular tattoos?
I would explain to the client the typical numbing method that's used when you're receiving permanent cosmetic application is not the same as going to a tattoo parlor where you're just getting a regular body tattoo, because there's no topical anesthesia applied. But with permanent makeup, if a client comes in, if they're nervous, they have a lot of questions, the first thing they ask is it going to hurt? Well, typically, you're going to have a sting, because with that initial break, the skin has to be broken. And once the skin is broken, once I place the first application of the topical anesthesia, the pain typically goes away. It feels pretty much like getting a thread or a tweeze, but a lot of my clients say the threading technique hurts worse than receiving the actual permanent makeup, because now I'm using a 6-flat needle versus a 1-prong needle, which was more painful. So today, I have clients coming in now, they're receiving the eyeliner application, the areolas, the lip, the eyebrows, and they said it's not painful.
Is permanent tattoo makeup a million or billion-dollar industry?
Yes, I would say that this is a billion-dollar business. It's not a million-dollar business. It's $1 billion after doing extensive research. I mean, I even Googled research. I've researched information in the library. America is a vain country. I mean, everybody wants to look good. When you look at commercials, you see Maybelline, you see Revlon. Everybody wants to look good. They want liposuction. They want Botox. They want something either added, extra to their body. They want body augmentation. And when it comes to losing, and when you want to restore the beauty, you see celebrity makeup artists like Megan Good. She has permanent eyebrows, although people don't know that they're permanent, but her eyebrows are tattooed on. So yes, it is a $1 billion industry.
How do you feel about this new venture?
I feel good about this new venture because I get to help women who has lost their hair, and I would look at myself as, someone who can restore beauty. God has blessed me with a gift to apply false eyelashes for women who are just less fortunate to have eyelashes. He has also blessed me to shape eyebrows with a razor, wax, tweezers, as well as thread. He has also blessed me with applying, makeup, just regular traditional makeup, as well as airbrush makeup that's sprayed on. And now that I'm into permanent makeup, I really can't even think of anything else that I can just add to my menu. Maybe tattoo removal, laser hair removal. But I feel really, really great about this new venture, and I'm in the process of teaming up with some physicians, some oncologists, and some plastic surgeons. So I feel really great about this new venture because I really feel like I'm really helping people who need, not just want my help, want my work, but they need it.
Is there any additional information you'd like to share with the audience?
Yes, I would also like to mention that I did mention earlier about the areola tattooing. It's not only for women who have suffered from a mastectomy, which is having the breast removed and having tissue or either implants added, but women who has had breast reduction surgery, who areolas are kind of like, they're not symmetrical. And then you also have women who has had breast implants added, breast augmentation, where the areolas have reduced and they want to enlarge the areolas. So not only just breast cancer survivors can get the areola repigmentation, also women who has had breast implants as well as a breast reduction.
This little clip here, what we are seeing is Cynthia receiving permanent tattoo eyeliner through by Pamela Taylor. And before she started the process, of course, she had to numb by anesthesia of the patient, and of course, she's using a particular needle size that is less painful for the patient. So this is just a little clipping of what happens during that process, and you can see the details of how the eyeliner is coming across. I know the process looks a little intense, but this is actually a procedure and how it looks when you're receiving the permanent tattoo eyeliner. As for myself, I did receive the permanent eyebrow tattoo.
I'm Cynthia. I came in with no eyebrows. I'm leaving with beautiful brows, and even though it hurt, it was worth it every minute, and it was an economical price for what I got, and they make me look younger too, and it is the best pain that I've ever had.
Okay, here's a video of my client telling you her end result and how it felt.
My name is Brenda, and yes, it hurts, but you can tell it's wonderful. Pam done a great job. I sure do like it. Thank you, Pam.
Hi, you're welcome.
All right, I have eyebrows. Do you see that, y'all? Do you see me before I had none? I have eyebrows. Thank you, Pam.
All right, thank you.
All right.
My name is Mina. I've had several procedures done less than 24 hours ago by Pam at Lashville Lashes. She completed the permanent eyebrow, the eyeliner upper and lower, the lips, and the areola pigmentation to make them more symmetric. This experience has been life-changing. Even though it's been less than 24 hours, I feel wonderful. I look forward to the final results once everything heals, and I hope you come out to Lashville Lashes.
I hope you enjoyed this segment of the Dark Mantis Talk Show. For additional information, visit our website at www.iamdark.com. And if you're interested in reading our blogs, go to www.iamdark.com and click on Coffee Blogs. I hope you enjoyed once again. Until the next time, remember, Feng Shui is every day. Ciao.
This episode of Dark Mantis Talk Show was sponsored by